What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to J. Cool.
The time. Within 5 minutes, give me a signal. As we remain cordial. Honorable Minister, I call upon you.
Thank you very much, Innocent, our moderator. And allow me to thank the dear colleagues who have accepted to come and be part of this panel. And also, you dear colleagues who have made it. I would also like to pay particular attention of recognition to my dear colleague, the former MP for Jifu, Honorable Frankie Ngambi, who is a PF MP and is in our midst. This is how it should be. And of course, my own good friend, Anthony Mwetwa. Now, thank you for inviting me here. When we were in the opposition and it related to debating the Constitution, we never shied away. We had one discussion organized by the Law Association of Zambia, wherein myself and Honorable Mwimbu represented those who were anti-Bill 10, and my late colleague and friend and fellow learned brother, Honorable Tutu Angolube, and Makebi Zulu represented the ruling party, and we had to have that discourse at Intercontinental until we were rudely disrupted by cadres. This time round, there is no cadreism in this country. No one should fear to participate in national events. Moderator, thank you for giving me the privilege to speak first. You actually asked me to give a government position without telling me on what subject, but I can figure it out. It is on the same. Now, I just wanted to bring into perspective this debate of the amendment of the Constitution as it stands today, where it all came from. Because we have heard some assertions as they initially emanated that this was a creature of President Ete. He wants to change term limit. He wants to go for 7 years. He wants to change from 2 terms. All such assertions. I want now to remind the nation that the current amendment to the Constitution proposals are a creature of all members of Parliament currently in the National Assembly who agreed that there were certain obvious non-contentious articles and clauses in the Constitution that required to be amended, firstly by the very nature of being non-contentious, such that they would not require wide consultation, and then two, that the same should not be at a huge expense to the taxpayer. And this debate came on the floor of the amphitheater of Parliament in 2023, where as members of Parliament, all of us resolved that the non-contentious issues, such as members of Parliament returning to Parliament, should be resolved. Issues to do with by-elections, issues to do with term limit of a mayor, those are non-contentious, just like a number of them that have been given out by the moderator. And to buttress this point that this constitutional amendment debate is a creature of members of Parliament as representatives of the people, I have a letter here. This is a letter which is dated 10th October 2023, written to the Speaker of the National Assembly through the Clerk of the National Assembly, and the reference is Amendment of the Constitution and Monuments Commission Act, wherein Emmanuel J. Banda, then as independent member of Parliament, was selected by members of Parliament to lead the way in bringing a motion on the floor of the House, because he was independent, and then the two political forces of UPND and PF would collapse to support a motion brought by an independent member of Parliament. Here it is. It was resolved by those that represent the people of Zambia in the National Assembly. So we must put to rest any assertion that the current amendment proposals are a creature of government. The government under the leadership of President Hakanishan is simply but a facilitator. Secondly, we have heard assertions bordering on claim of time, that there isn't sufficient time to conduct this amendment, and that is not the right time because this is the advent to the general elections. I'd like to remind the nation that in 1991, Dr. Kaunda's term of office was cut short by 2 to 3 years because there was national need to amend the constitution. So there cannot be a better time than when the citizens want their constitution amended so that it begins to respond to their aspirations there and then. Number three, there is an issue of cost. To say this is costly, the Minister of Justice and government has made it very clear that there will be no constitutional review commission which will bring about cost of consultations around the country. And I would like to commend KBN for this initiative. This is a consultation that we are looking for, one which is not at taxpayers' expense, but we are here nonetheless, and we still speak as though we are called by CRC. This is the kind of consultation that President HH is looking for in order for us to deal with the question of consultation on non-controversial, selected, and targeted, limited articles of the Constitution. There is also an issue that the amendment of the Constitution is not a priority. The priority is the cost of living. We'd like to indicate that the priority of government in 2021, when President HH was privileged by the people of Zambia to lead this country, was firstly to take the country out of COVID, out of cholera, and now this year that just ended, out of drought and disaster, and further to begin to pay attention to the most critical issues.
You may conclude.
Which was to do with settling the debt situation of this country. Having dealt with those issues, we now have space to attend to constitutional amendments. Thank you, Moderator.
Thank you so much. That was the submission coming from the Chief Government Spokesperson, Honorable Mwetwa. We will proceed to the next speaker, and I'll call upon my mother, Madam Beauty Katero. We used to call her the M7 at Women's Lobby at the time, but I'll call her Joseph's chairperson.
Thanks for tuning in to JQ News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on tech, politics, and everything in between. Until next time, stay cool.